Hello, we're back again, and now we're going to see how to get this thing sewn together. After we punched this, I went ahead and made myself a cover. I dug this circular out of the trash, and it was the same length, so I folded it up to be the same size as our signatures here. So the thing is, whenever you do a pamphlet stitch, you want to usually sew the cover onto the signatures as you're going. So I have that set up. What I've done is I've clipped my signatures together so make it easier to handle it, so nothing will slip and slide out. You can always double check it by taking your probe and realigning the holes like that. So I'm going to leave that like that for right now. All right. You should have gotten a needle and some thread. On these smaller ones, books, I like to use a thinner thread, but the wax linen thread that I sent y'all is a little bit showier and a little bit easier to work with since it's large. And I'll definitely have some struggles with my fat hands here and little threads and needles, but what we're going to do is show you how to do this pamphlet stitch, a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Usually to find the amount of thread, you want to go measure once, the width, twice. Looks like maybe about 2.5 times for something this small, usually 3. So there. Now we have our thread, and you want to put it through the eye of your needle. A lot of times it's difficult, but just bear with it. It's one of those life skills we need to know. So pull it through like that. Okay, let's get our cover and get it lined up too with everything else. That. And clamp it on too. Okay, so depending on where you want the tail of your book to end up, the threads, you can either start on the outside, and then that's where they'll end up, on the outside like a loose thread, or on the inside. I think I'm going to start on the outside. So you want to take your thread and needle and push it through the center, and pull it through. Leave a little bit of business right there like that. Hang on to it, and then you can come up here to the top hole or the bottom hole, whichever. Push that through. Pull it. You want to snug it up, but whenever you tighten it, always pull long ways like that. Okay? Otherwise, you may end up ripping paper. So now that you come on the outside, go all the way down to the bottom hole and noodle it on through, he says. That. See this long thread there. Okay, then you want to come back to the inside and go back through that center hole. Try not to pierce that thread that's in there. Pull it on through and kind of snug it up like that. Go ahead and take your needle off if you want. And you can go ahead, again, kind of tighten it up a little bit. Then just do you a square knot here. Start right over left. Pull it down snug. And then do it again. Struggling. That's what I do best, right? Sometimes you can leave it on. I guess I didn't leave enough of a tail on there. it'll be easier with that larger thread. So just pull that tight and then snip off that. Take your clips off, and now you got this lovely pamphlet book 5 years later. The good thing about this type, and I made the cover just a little bit larger so I have an overhang there, but with this, the way I folded this one, you can open it up here and have additional real estate here and here, I think, somewhere. Oh, there it is, like that. So you have all this additional pages here on that. So there you have it. And that's not the only way to do those. You can do individual sheets too, but quick and easy, slick and sleazy. Thank you yet again.